We used one of the most powerful AI models to simulate a dialogue between two of the most influential thinkers of our time. Richard Dawkins, evolutionary biologist and outspoken atheist, known for his defense of reason and his challenge to religious belief. And William Lane Craig, Christian philosopher and apologist, known for his rigorous arguments for the existence of God through cosmology, morality, and reason. The debate begins now. From the fine-tuning of the cosmos to the mystery of consciousness, do these signs point to a creator? Or are they just illusions shaped by chance and evolution?
The universe may appear fine-tuned for life, but that doesn't mean it was designed. Natural selection shows us that complexity can arise without intention. Why should we assume cosmic parameters are any different? The anthropic principle explains this well. We observe this universe because it permits life. If it didn't, we wouldn't be here asking the question. That's not design, that's selection bias. And as for the constants being so precise, we have no evidence they couldn't be different in a different type of universe. The multiverse theory offers a natural, testable possibility. No need for a divine tinkerer.
I appreciate your appeal to the anthropic principle, Richard, but that doesn't explain why the conditions are so extraordinarily balanced. It just restates the fact. The odds of a life-permitting universe, by chance, are so astronomically low that even atheists like Fred Hoyle admitted it looks like a put-up job. If a code appears written, we don't assume it wrote itself. We assume an intelligence behind it. The same applies to the physical laws. They are not random. They are elegant. The multiverse, it's speculative and unprovable. Invoking billions of unseen universes to avoid one intelligent cause is not science. It's philosophical desperation.
The assumption that design is the only reasonable explanation for fine-tuning is simply false. Yes, the universe seems improbable, but improbable events happen all the time. That's what probability means. Appealing to design just shifts the question. Who designed the designer? If complexity requires explanation, then God, the most complex being imaginable, needs one too. And let's be honest, invoking God doesn't solve anything. It's not a testable hypothesis. Science advances by building models that can be challenged and refined. God did it is the end of inquiry, not the beginning. The multiverse may be speculative, but it's rooted in existing physics, and it doesn't ask us to believe in a mind that lives outside time and space. That's a much bigger leap.
Richard, you're asking who designed the designer, but that's not the argument. The cosmological and fine-tuning arguments rest on the existence of a necessary being, one who is eternal, uncaused, and non-contingent. God, by definition, doesn't need a cause. That's not dodging the question, it's grounding it. And as for science, belief in God encouraged the birth of science. It gave early thinkers confidence that the universe was orderly and intelligible. That's not a stop sign, that's a green light. You say the multiverse is more scientific, but until we observe it, it remains a philosophical guess. And in the end, we are left with this fact. The universe didn't have to permit life, but it does. That points not just to possibility, but to purpose.
Consciousness is undoubtedly mysterious, but mystery doesn't mean magic. Our growing understanding of the brain, from neuroscience to cognitive evolution, shows that consciousness is an emergent property of physical systems. The brain is not a container of souls. It's a complex network of neurons, electrochemical processes, and patterns of perception shaped by evolution to increase survival. Yes, it's hard to explain how subjective experience arises, but invoking a soul or divine spark only introduces another unexplained thing. Where is it? How does it interact with matter? History teaches us that appealing to the supernatural slows progress. Centuries ago, lightning was divine anger, until we found electricity. Let's not repeat that mistake with the brain.
You're right to say the brain is complex, Richard. But complexity alone doesn't account for experience. How do electrochemical signals produce self-awareness? Meaning? Love? Beauty? These are not just functions. They're realities we live. And no purely physical explanation has yet bridged that gap. Materialism says we're meat computers, but our inner lives say otherwise. The best explanation for consciousness is that it's grounded in mind, not matter. And this aligns perfectly with the idea that we were created by a conscious, personal God, a mind behind all minds. The soul may not be visible under a microscope, but its effects, morality, identity, longing for purpose, are everywhere. We don't need to choose between science and spirit. We just need to follow truth, wherever it leads.
Three rounds, two powerful minds, one ancient question. Does the complexity of the universe and the depth of human consciousness point to a designer, or is it all an accident of nature? The AI judges have made their call, but now it's your turn. Drop your verdict in the comments. Subscribe to Curious Mind for more human history's most profound thinkers brought together by AI.